It's Rocky. I am here with another holiday recipe, and today we're going to be making some fruitcake cupcakes. And most of us have heard of fruitcake. Some of us love them, some of us don't. It's kind of almost become like a running joke throughout the years as far as like giving the gift of a fruitcake to somebody, and then that person just kind of like pawns it off to somebody else, and that person pawns it off to somebody else, and just kind of keeps making its little, journey to each person, because, it's kind of been put into people's minds that fruitcakes aren't all that great. Now, from my memory, it's been a number of years. I think the last time I actually had fruitcake was maybe when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it was like when I was a kid. And I just remember my mom used to bring home like the store-bought kind. I'm not really sure where she'd get it from, but I remember not liking it. I didn't like the taste of the cake. It tasted it just tasted very medicinal. The fruit itself just tasted very almost like chewy and waxy. Now, she used to love it. I did not. So that was kind of like just it's always been embedded in my brain that I don't like fruitcake. When I was trying to think of like different recipes to make for this holiday season, as far as videos, I started thinking about like the different kind of desserts I could make, and fruitcake came to mind. And I started thinking, like, you know what? It's fruit, nuts, cake, and alcohol. Like, how can that not be any sort of a happy ending at the end? So I decided to give it a shot, see what I come up with, and I have to say, I was more than pleased with the results. And as usual, if you guys know me, you know what I'm gonna say. It was super easy to make. So let's just get started. The first thing you want to do is get some dates. I love using the Medjool ones, and you want to pit them and then chop them up into pieces. Then you just want to get a fruit and nut mix and chop that up into small pieces. I'm using this one that I get from Trader Joe's. It has cashews and pineapples and cranberries and cherries, but you can use whichever one you prefer. Alright, then you're going to put your fruit and nuts into a bowl, and then you just want to pour just enough brandy to cover the fruit and the nuts. I'm using this Armenian brandy, but you can use whatever type of brandy that you prefer. Then you just want to give it all a nice little stir, cover it with some saran wrap, toss it in your fridge, and let it marinate overnight. And this is what it looks like the next day. As you can see, the fruit really sucked up a lot of that brandy, and I swear I almost got a little buzz going just from inhaling this while I was mixing it around. And I'm using this gingerbread cake mix that I got from Trader Joe's. If you're not able to find a gingerbread cake mix, then a spice cake would do really nicely, or a carrot cake mix would do just as well. And then just empty your cake mix into a mixing bowl. And all I'm going to use to mix this is some soda. I'm using a white soda. You could use a dark soda if you'd like. You can use a diet soda if you want to cut down even more on the calories. Get whatever you'd prefer. And we're just going to mix that around. And this is what it looks like once it's mixed. And then we're just going to put the fruit and nuts into the mix along with whatever brandy's left over. And then we're just going to give it a little bit of mix around. And look at how good this looks. I mean, look at all that fruit and nuts and that cake mix. And then, I mean, seriously, what's there not to like about this? And then finally, we're just going to put our mix into cupcake tins. And I used about a 1/4 cup into each one. And then into the oven they go. And here they are straight out of the oven. It smelled so delicious in my kitchen. It was all I could do not to pop one of these piping hot cupcakes in my mouth. I mean, we've learned from that, right? All right, here we go. Let's go on with the taste test. Now, first off, I want to just point out that the cake itself, or the cupcakes themselves, are super moist and chewy. You guys can see that. But it's super moist and chewy. Look at that. All right, let's take a little taste. Very moist and very chewy. I definitely taste that gingerbread flavor from the actual cake mix coming through. You get a little bit of a punch of the rum, that's for sure. Just a little bit of a kick, just to let it know that it's there. And it really adds a nice flavor to the gingerbread and the maple flavoring of that cake itself. It brings like a nice addition to it. Now, the nuts are still crunchy. I was kind of concerned that marinating them overnight would kind of make them a little bit soft and almost chewy, but not at all. They're still pretty crunchy. This really tastes good. You got the dates in there. Each bite is just like fruit and nuts, and then you get a little bit of hit of the rum, that gingerbread taste. I mean, all together, it just works together really nicely. I like how moist and chewy it came out. I actually can't wait for Rich to get home and taste this, because he was kind of excited and pretty interested in how it would turn out. So I'm pretty excited for him to come home and try this out. But give it a shot. You guys saw it was really easy. All it just took was, before bedtime, just kind of put the fruit and nuts into a bowl and pour some rum in there to marinate overnight. The next day you just mix the ingredients together, pop it in the oven. Bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Fruitcake. It's great to bring to a party, great to have on your own holiday table. It'd be great to give as a gift. You don't even have to make it into cupcakes. The only reason I made into cupcakes is just for portion control, but you can certainly just make it into little loaves, wrap it up in some cellophane, and give that away as gifts. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions. The full recipe and pictures will be on my website, and I'll post a link to that below. And until next time, enjoy. Bye.